17 celebrities whose teachers hated them. 1. Marlon Brando. Brando was expelled from school for his rebellious behavior. He was riding his motorcycle in the hallways. Later, he was suspended for insubordination. Once he sneaked out to go to another town. 2. Nicolas Cage. Cage was a prankster in school. He was always in the clouds or acting silly. Cage changed schools frequently as a result. He dropped out at 15. 3. Martin Lawrence. Lawrence was the classic class clown. He often disrupted lessons. To avoid trouble, he made a deal with his teacher. He would stop acting silly if allowed to perform after class. 4. Cameron Diaz. Diaz got into fights in school. She fought with boys more than girls.
For some reason, boys like to fight me.
She dropped out at 16 to pursue modeling. 5. Humphrey Bogart. Bogart was expelled just after 1 year. He threw the headmaster into a pond. He was a sullen student with no interest in school. 6. Ryan Gosling. Gosling once took a bunch of steak knives to school. It was after watching Rambo. Gosling threw the knives at recess time. It got him suspended. 7. Salma Hayek. Hayek was kicked out of Catholic school. She used to play pranks on her classmates. She once set all their alarms to an hour earlier. They were up at 4 a.m. doing their morning routine. Hayek said she laughed for about 2 hours. 8. Robert Pattinson. Pattinson was expelled for selling adult magazines. He was stealing them from a nearby store. Then he'd sell them at school at exorbitant prices. The store proprietor eventually caught him. 9. Willem Dafoe. Dafoe's sisters gave him advanced sexual education. It led to his interest in the matter. He started producing X-rated movies. In high school, he wound up expelled. 10. Angelina Jolie. Jolie was a rebellious student in school. She wore all black clothing and went out moshing. She described herself as a punk outsider. 11. Owen Wilson. Wilson was caught cheating in a math exam. He and 2 of his friends stole the answers to the test. The teachers wanted him to name his accomplices. When Wilson refused, he was expelled. 12. Benito Mussolini. Mussolini was suspended from several schools. He was a defiant bully, known for violent outbursts. Once he attacked another student. Another time, he threw an ink pot at a priest. 13. Charlie Sheen. Sheen had poor attendance and bad grades. He was expelled right before graduation. Sheen was arrested for credit card fraud. 14. Courtney Love. Love said she was expelled for weirdness. She smoked and skipped classes. Her principal said they were embarrassed by her. 15. Keanu Reeves. Reeves didn't get along with school authorities. He was expelled for his rambunctious personality. Reeves said he asked too many questions. He couldn't stop, even if it got him into trouble. 16. Robert Downey Jr. Downey had poor grades and skipped classes. He often got in trouble for drinking. He dropped out of high school to pursue acting. 17. Jessica Chastain. Chastain admitted she was a terrible student. She was a loner who often skipped school. She didn't graduate because she had too many absences.